Hey, what's going on guys, it's Andy again and welcome to another video on my channel. Today we are doing a Q&A. Today I decided to do a little bit different. I usually do everything in front of my setup and get everything sorted. But today, it's actually a very nice day. The sun actually went away and now it's got a little bit windier. But I was going to go for a run and I thought, why not go for like a massive walk around where I live and just film it outside, get some questions. Hopefully the quality is alright. If it's not, I am sorry, but hopefully it's not too windy. Hopefully I don't get too many weird looks like what is this kid doing, but hopefully we'll have a good time. Let's get into questions. What I'm going to do, I'm trying to bunch them up. I'm going to have CSGO related questions, then YouTube related questions, and then just me personal related questions. I think I'll start with the CSGO ones because they're the least fun, and then I'll get onto the YouTube and then end it off with me. I think that would be much better. But anyway guys, let's get into it. Okay, first question comes from Mr. Wheezy. And he says, do you think gambling has made CSGO better or worse? Now, you can't really compare gambling to the greatness of CSGO. CSGO is CSGO, gambling is gambling. But in terms of skins, I think it's made CSGO a much better game. But in terms of gambling, I think it's made the community worse. Now the community is all about gambling and none of it is about gameplay. And I hope my channel can bring it back. Channels like Sparkles are doing an incredible job of still keeping the gameplay alive, but I think in terms of gambling it's made the community worse, but in terms of skins I think it's a-okay. So will you ever read my comment? I don't know, maybe one day, but don't have time yet, so I'm sorry, they can't read your comment, sorry. Bultman? Shit, I already forgot your name. Roman, I know Roman. He asked, who's your favorite CSGO player and why? I'll have to say Get Right, mainly because I like his mentality, his composure, just like NAP have a soft spot in my heart, soft spot in my heart, and I really like Get Right as a player, and I think he's an overall great player, and I can relate to how he deals with everything, how calm he is, how I don't know. I have to say Get Right. I can't just say like why. But you have to pick a player and why. I'll probably say Guardian because of his opening, but my favorite player I have to say is Kenny S. Sorry, fuck, Get Right. Jesus, I'm thinking about so many players. I don't want to go there. Fuck that. The next question is one of the common questions. We've gone away from the CSGO and all that jazz, more to the YouTube stuff. And the quite common question, as I might put 2 or 3 up, is why did you start YouTube? I started YouTube because I joined the business school, and I previously, before that, I actually went to art school. And there was a lack of artistic value that I didn't have. Like I wanted to be more artistic, do more stuff with acting or something to do with it. And I thought, why not make short films and music videos and videos that I can create, you know? So I created a channel, which is not this channel, which is not the ANDLAAAR channel, but which is a separate channel. If you find it, good luck. I created that and I started making music videos for an artist and more talk shows, hence I started Sit Down Sundays. I created a talk show with my friend, and I started YouTube to fill my need for artistic creation, I guess. And I guess why did I start ANDLAAAR is because I love gaming, and I thought I play games quite often. Why not make something around it? And I watched lots of YouTube before that, and I thought, you know, I might give it a try, see what happens, and yeah, here I am today making a Q&A for you guys. So yeah, that's the reason behind the gaming channel. But the reason for starting YouTube is because I wanted to create and entertain people, and hopefully I'm doing it. Am I? The next YouTube related question is, I think there's 2 or 3 comments around it, is how did I get my name and why do I have 3 A's? So ANDLAAR, the reason it has 3 A's is because, okay, if anyone is from England, you know that Gavin and Stacey is the greatest TV series in the world. And there's 2 characters who, well, obviously Gavin and his best mate Smithy, and each other Smithy calls Gavin Gavlar, and Gavin calls Smithy Smista. And I thought Gavlar is a really cool name, and because at that time when I was watching it, Gavin and Stacey, me and my best mate were watching it at the same time because he loved it as well and I loved it, and his name's Alfie, and my name was Andy, so I was like, let's call each other ANDLAAR and ANDLAAR just for the jokes, not really like serious, like oh, like just for the bands. And when I left school, I got it on my hoodie. I think I might actually make a video of it or put a picture of my hoodie. I actually got the name ANDLAAR, and he got ALFLA on his hoodie. And because we were always together, always like best friends, like we do things together, and people knew us as like Tweedledum and Tweedledee essentially, or like Shadow 1, Shadow 2. And I thought, you know, the school year, the best thing I remember is just the friendships I had and the amazing time I spent with my best mate. And I thought, let's keep the memory on the hoodie, and that's why the reason that got ANDLAAR. And the reason behind the 3 A's is just ANDLAAR, just kind of elongates it. And there's no other reason, just make it look like so people go ANDLAAR instead of ANDLAAR, you know, it's ANDLAAR. And yeah, and when I was creating my gaming channel, I had no idea what to name it, and I thought, why not use this as my name? I thought it would be cool, and yeah, I don't know, is it? Do you like it? Is it stupid? It's probably stupid. Next question is from Tori Vargas. She, he. Profile picture says she, might be a he. Never trust anyone on the internet, even if they show their face. Look at me. How can you trust me? Fucking, I'm terrible. No, don't trust me. But no, I'm kidding. And they have a very specific question: is there any point in starting YouTube? Of course there is. If you have a passion and you can show it through the medium of video making, what's stopping you? You should be already doing it right this second. And it's a great place, a great community, amazing time. So yeah, 100%. But if you're just doing it for the views or you think it's easy money, absolutely not. You're very wrong there. Not even close to easy money. And never do it for the views. Do it for the love of gaming, for me. Or do it for the love of whatever you have your passion for. Okay guys, just got home, had a shower, got myself nice and fresh for you. Thought I'd finish the Q&A here in front of the desk, because I think that'd be a nice, like, you know, going outside, having a bit of panorama, coming back home, finish the Q&A here, and I think that would be an awesome way to finish it. Okay, so this is a question from Artyom Pevsner. I'm glad I'm sitting and I can be able to read the names, because when I was out there I was like, I have to remember names and I had to repeat it a few times. But his question was, did you move to the UK when you were little, or were you born here? Because I heard you were Ukrainian. Now there's a few questions asking where am I from, and what my name is, how old I am. So I'm just gonna give you a background story of who I am. Most of you know my name is Andy. I'm 20, soon turning 21 in August. I was born in Ukraine. I lived in Dubai for 10 years, and then I moved to the United Kingdom by myself and lived here for 8 years from the age of 13. And here I am today, happy and glad, and yeah, so that is kind of me. That's my name, my age, where I'm from, what I'm here for, because I'm studying as a student, I got a few questions here. Andla, hey, what was the first game you ever played? The first game I ever played,
okay, I don't know what the first game I ever played, but one of my my most fond memory of any game is probably SXX. I think that's what it was called. It was a snowboarding game. I'm gonna quickly actually go SSX, SSX Tricky. SSX Trixie, yeah, there we go, for the PS2, for the PlayStation 2. That was one of the most, like, fondest memory of any game. And I remember when I was little, at the age of 10, I got a PC, and the game that everyone was playing was actually Counter-Strike 1.6. So, I realized that, and I knew about Counter-Strike before, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, but I also remember playing a lot of Counter-Strike 1.6, yeah, 1.6. Sorry, not 1.6, Counter-Strike Source, I remember. That was my first PC game was Source, but one of my favorite PC games that when I was little was Elder Scrolls Fable. I love that game. You know what? Actually thinking about it, I might re-download it and just play it for fun. But yeah, those are the type of games I kind of grew up with. I don't know. That's that. Question, guys, is going to be from Jacob Luciano. I don't know. I thought you were Italian because it's just from Lucy. Anyway, he asks, do you have any tattoos? If you do, where are they? I don't have any tattoos, but I do want to get a tattoo really badly. And I think the final choice where I want it is like by my ankle, like, oh, you can't even see it, like there, right? And I want the first 4 letters of the first line of the Ukrainian anthem. Because I'm Ukrainian and I'm very passionate about my country, and I thought it would be a nice touch and I thought it would look good, but if I had to have a tattoo, it would be that one. Now, a question from Samson Stickel. Do you have any pets? Yes, I do. Where I live, no, I don't, because my landlord is a dick. He's like, no pets, you're not allowed pets. He's not Arabic, but I put Arabic accent, but yeah. He says, no pets, none of that, not even a cat, so I'm not allowed to have pets here. But at home, where I'm from in Ukraine, I have, at my home, at my grandparents' house, I had my old dog Dendy, who unfortunately died a year and a half ago, which is the dog I grew up with. And now they have another German Shepherd called Freddy, and a cat called Betty. And Betty was a cat that we gave my grandma because I think she lost her other cat, and we gave her this one, and it was really nice. And it has a few cats, long story. And she has also 2 parrots called Romeo and Juliet. Now at my house we have a fish tank with discuses, which are like an exotic fish. They're really cool. We have a grey parrot called Oscar, after Oscar Wilde. A grey bird parrot, or African grey bird. There we go. African grey parrot. Jesus. And I have 2 cats, and they're both Bengals. And they're called Bonnie and Clyde. As you can see in the family, we like to give, if we have a brother and sister, we like to give them 2 names that like match in history. So yeah, their name is Bonnie and Clyde, brother and sister. I have a toy terrier called Max. He's tiny. He's this like little bat when he gets angry. And I have a Labrador, a chocolate Labrador called Duke. Now the next question I really like is from Lux5512, and it says, hey dude, I have a question for you. What are your favorite YouTubers? Now before I did gaming YouTubing, I used to watch a lot of gamers, and after a while I started to develop the liking for and to this day, that's why I still watch them, is a liking for the actual YouTuber instead of the content they produce, because I can engage more with them. I like the personality, the jokes they make, and that's what I kind of aspire to be, more of a more of a person for you guys instead of just a creator. And that's that. So if I could name a few YouTubers who I will open my my other YouTube page, which I have where I'm subscribed to people. So I'm subscribed to people like Soviet Womble, Vicstar123, Nepenthes. I enjoy his content a lot. Let's see. Chaboy is funny. Josh OG is funny. Strubber, sometimes I watch Strubber. Drama Alert, obviously. Optic channel, so like Nate Shot, I enjoy their content a lot. KSI, the first gaming YouTuber I've ever subscribed to. Actually, I was his under 100k subs. Guys, these noises are going off. I'm so I don't know why. So yeah, KSI, I subscribed to him when he had under 100,000 subscribers, so that's one of like a achievement for me, like a plaque I can have. Joe Santiago, Santigato, I think that's how his name is pronounced fully. Paracynical, Emotional HD, McSkillet, AJ3 FIFA, Epic Mealtime, Nick Bunyan, a few Russian channels. If you know, plus 100, 500, that's a very popular channel. Anomaly, Sparkles, Vicstar. I love Vicstar's content. I think he's my favorite YouTuber because I just love all of his content, all of his Minecraft content, all of his and his other channel content. I really enjoy him. Unbox Therapy, obviously. A few FaZe Clans. Vicstar already said. Who else do we have here? The Sidemen, obviously. Simon, Zerka, Vicstar, KSI, Toby, Bazinga. I follow all of them. I really enjoy their content. Vanos, H2O, Delirious, Gassy Mexican. I remember I watched a lot of Gassy Mexican like 2 or 3 years ago. Really enjoyed him. I used to watch a lot of vloggers channel like BF, the GF, and the CTFXC. I used to watch a lot of them. Not anymore, unfortunately. A little bit of Syndicate, Jack54 HD, I enjoy Matt HD Gaming a little bit from time to time. T Martin, obviously, Ali A, and yeah, those are kind of my favorite YouTubers to watch. I'm subscribed to a lot of people and I enjoy a lot of their content. The next question is a very interesting one. Is from President Plorpus, and it's: would you rather have lots of subs but make shitty content, or fewer subs and make great content? My goal on YouTube is to make good content that can entertain people. It's not about the subs or views. Obviously, I would rather make videos that I think are nice and entertaining and can entertain a minority instead of making shitty videos for everyone betting and who just watch because it's what it is. And yeah, make good content and less subs. And now the next question is from Vaporized, CSGO, and more. If you was to decide between streaming or video making, which would be definitely video making. I am actually applying to film school, so filming over streaming, video making over streaming, 100%. Here's an interesting question from Johnny Decker. Have you ever been thinking about moving to a different country? If yes, to where and why? If I was going to move anywhere, I'd move back home because I love my home country, but opportunities there aren't as open as the opportunities somewhere else. So if I was going to choose a country apart from my own hometown, I would pick New York, mainly because my aunt lives there and it's just an easier start, I guess, and plus a ton of opportunities. Now, a question from John Lennon. Shout out to the Beatles. Have you felt in love with someone? Yes, I have felt in love with someone, and actually, I fell in love a few times. And you're like, but you're still young, you don't know what love is. If you, I'm not gonna question if you know what love is or you don't. If you tell me you do know what love is, that's up to you. My idea of love is completely different to your idea of love. But I fell in love a few times. Unfortunately, 2 of those were ended because just wouldn't work out, and one of them is because someone stopped loving me, and yeah, tough time, but you know what, you live, you learn, you move on, but yeah, I still technically love someone, but they don't love me back, but that's life, isn't it, guys? The next one is such a funny one because I was like, what? Is from Connor Sean is, will you do a fan meetup? What, like, I'm not big to do a fan meetup, but if you see me, I guess if I was going to do a fan meetup, I would if I had enough people to come visit me. But I mean, I usually on Twitter or on Snapchat, follow me on Snapchat, plug in. I usually say where I'm going to, or if I'm in London, and if you're in London, come see me, I guess. I don't know. I would do a fan meetup if I had enough people to come. If a lot of people wanted to come meet me, then yeah, I would, but I don't think people do. Why would they? And okay, guys, that will be the end of the Q&A. I hope you've enjoyed it. The winners of the Q&A, the winners of the gift cards were announced throughout this video. I think I am gonna end it the way I'm thinking. Hopefully it'll work. But please respond to me. I'll give you a week to respond. If you don't, then I will unfortunately be passing it on to someone else. So hey guys, thank you very much for watching the Q&A. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something new about me. Hope I made your day better. And have a lovely time. Love each other. Be well. This is a new outro. What the fuck, Andy? Peace out, guys.